It is a beautiful Saturday day, and I just wanted to like log it because I don't think this ever happened to me even when I was in a good shape. So today, this morning, I went to the gym at 11. I was supposed to have a Krav Maga class, but I was late for it. So instead I did jump rope, I did mobility and flexibility, I did legs, I did hip thrust. I almost died on my hip thrusts, but I was feeling really good. Like in my body, I felt really good. In my clothes, my extra large leggings were falling off me. I thought that they were gonna last a bit longer than that, okay? But no, they're falling out. Fantastic. So anyways, I'm just leaving my house after coming back from the gym, so keep up with me. I went to the gym, came back home, changed into different shoes, hiking shoes, and now I'm off for a hike. I was at the gym for like an hour and a half. I died at the gym, honestly. I definitely burned like 500 calories or so, and I'm going for a hike that I know is gonna last for about an hour and 20 minutes, and I know it's gonna be a bit challenging hike because a lot of hiking uphill. But the thing is, it's a beautiful day. I don't know if you can see, but it's like sun is shining. It's February. I haven't been on this trail for like about a month because it's been winter, and I feel like I want to go, and I know I know my body can handle more exercise, which never happened before. I don't think even when I was like fit or when I was like a good weight, I was not even this fit to the point where I could actually like afford myself 2 workouts in a day. Like this has never happened before. Honestly, like hiking is the best possible way to get out of your head and get in your head at the exact same time. What was I even trying to say? Fuck. Oh, I remembered in the previous clip that my extra large pants are not fitting me anymore, and now that I'm walking I can feel it. What I can tell you I noticed when it comes to weight loss is that you might not see a difference in like weeks. You might feel the exact same sluggish self as if nothing is changing, and then one day you're just like zoop, couple pounds less, zoop, couple more pounds less, zoop. You just like, it almost like jumps, it leaps. Also, it's really based on like your lifestyle, your gender, your hormones, your cycle, like menstrual cycle and everything. But like I'd be feeling like crap and I'd be working out every single day, almost like 5-6 times a week, not feeling anything. And then one of those mornings, like today, I'd wear my pants and they're just like falling off on me. And then people start noticing, my mom's friends, everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're losing weight, you're doing great, keep going, all that. Like, thanks. But to myself, I might not notice it for weeks before anybody else notices it. So this is why you just have to keep going. I mean, I keep going, even though sometimes I don't feel like it. It really helps if you have a crush at the gym or something like that, where they make you want to go to the gym almost every single day. But in reality, like, I honestly step on my scale once a day in the morning, and I know that that's not the best, healthiest approach. I used to do it only on Sundays, but that didn't give me a full picture, you know? So now I'm standing on the scale every single morning, and I can literally tell from the day before what was I eating and how that impacted me. Oh, someone's flying a drone. That's strange. There's literally nothing to film here. It sucks. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, you just have to keep going, because you might not feel or see the progress in weeks, and then one day the pants that used to be too small on you are gonna start falling off your butt, and then you're gonna be like, whoa, I actually feel decent today. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. I guess it is working after all. I just don't see the results every single day, so I just gotta keep going. On a couple other things that have been happening, I notice when I work out, first of all, I wear my Apple Watch all the time. I never miss a workout without an Apple Watch. However, I noticed that I'm graduating to tighter and tighter holes on my Apple Watch in order to keep it going. Whenever I'm doing Krav Maga, you have to throw punches. So when you do this, the watch kind of like slides off your wrist because you're sweating, and it's like poof, poof, and it's slides away. So I noticed that I have to tighten it more than usual. You would think it's a wrist. How much weight can you lose in your wrist? How much fat and volume can you possibly lose in those areas? Or your fingers. I might have mentioned in the previous clip that the rings that did not fit me when I was at my highest weight are now fitting me perfectly. And knowing that I'm only like about 40% down in my transformation, I can only imagine how much less stuff is going to fit me in the future. Good thing that these ones are adjustable. But like, if you have one of those like infinite loops by Apple that need a specific size, you might have to just hold off on those because they're not adjustable and they might be way too loose, especially when you're working out, because this will slide off your wrist. Yeah, little things like that. Resting halfway point. Here, let's see where we are. Half an hour in. Oh god, elevation. So today I've already burned 757 calories and I'm only halfway through, and I did work out before that, like I said, so I'm just feeling great. I feel like there's a lot of, like, I put myself through a lot of physical stress, but at the same time, the more I put myself through the stress, the less stress I endure in daily life. Like, I'm a lot more flexible, I have a lot more endurance, things like that. That's the thing that I was missing. When I was at my highest weight, I shared with people that I don't feel like myself anymore. Like, it's just not me. This body that I'm in is not me at all. And from that comes your confidence, from that comes your a willingness to live and experience life, and I was not feeling like myself at all. And now, about 25 pounds later, I'm starting to feel like her again, and that's like the most important feeling beyond like all the statistics, like weight, like calories, like macros and stuff like that. It's just, it's the feeling that I used to be that woman, and then I lost it, and now I'm gaining it back. That's the most important part. I also know some people who were never at a decent weight. Like, when I was younger, I was skinny. I was a skinny mini. I was never a mini, I'm 6 foot tall, but I was like a twig, okay? And then I started gaining weight and all that stuff, you know this. But some people that I know were always big, and I noticed that this is something that specifically happens in the States because of the lifestyle, the food that is allowed to be sold, and people are eating all kinds of crap they're not supposed to put into their bodies and stuff. Like, it's a whole different conversation. I know some people who were never skinny. As kids they were bigger, as adults they were bigger, and now they're trying to change this. And the thing is, I just talked about how I'm getting myself back, but if you were never in your better shape or in like adequate shape for a human being, you don't even know what it feels like. And honestly, when you don't know what it feels like, I can imagine that it will be very difficult to navigate or keep motivated, because you don't even know what you're striving for. And I talked about it with a friend of mine, and he lost not that much, maybe like just as me, like 20 pounds or so, maybe even more than that, I'm not sure. But for him, like, he had ways to go still, and he was like, even now I feel so much better, I feel like a different person. So you don't really have to know what it feels like to be your best, to strive for it. Like, every 5 pounds, every 10 pounds, it matters, because the way that you feel now versus the way that you would feel even 10 pounds from now, 20 pounds from now, whatever, it's a difference that you can't forget. And once you have it, you're like, okay, wow, I want to feel like this all the time. And if I can feel even better another 10 pounds from now, well, I'm gonna keep working for it, for sure. For everybody who's struggling, not knowing what it feels like to be skinny or to be fit or to be in shape, I guess the only way for you is to find out through more work. I know, very freaking motivational, but it's the truth. You're never gonna know unless you actually get there and feel it for yourself. And one more thing, I know I keep popping back in and out, but for any progress to take place, I guess, to manifest, there are a few things in your life that have to like click in place. And for me, this is why I had like a year worth of plateau where nothing was happening. First of all, emotional state was very freaking important. I used to be in debt, I was going through a major breakup, I was moving states, and I hated the way that I looked and felt in my body. So that took me a while to get over. So the mental health was supposed to be on point at some point. The schedule, I was bartending, I was working, I was wasting time doing stupid shit like scrolling and doing all that stuff. The schedule and dedication that you would have, the discipline is what has to happen for things to start moving. And then the last is your diet, of course. I would not have any progress if not for my diet, because of my specific condition, the insulin resistance basically. It's taking me a while to dial my diet, because no matter how much I was talking to my, sorry, you guys can't even see me here. No matter how much I was talking to my nutritionist and how many tips and tricks and how much guidance she was giving me, I was not listening to it because it was very difficult. I am not supposed to have any milk product. Carbs have to be only low glycemic index and complex carbs, specific amount of fat, specific amount of proteins, all that stuff. Like, it's very important. And to dial it down and fit it into my schedule and pre-cook it as well, like plan it out, that's taken me also a while, on top of all of the other things that were happening in my life. So you can see how, yes, weight loss can happen very quickly. Like, in a month or two I can lose 10 pounds, yes, but what was happening before that, before I had my system in place, like months and months pounds of just like plateau and not being able to lose a single freaking pound and feeling hopeless and feeling frustrated. That is something that people should know about. Like, it's not an overnight process. As everything, it takes time, and I'm not even halfway done with this, honestly. Like, I will probably still have a lot of lessons to learn, but the idea is that these three things, your mental state, your discipline, and your diet, have to first click together before anything else can happen. And only now I'm changing in a better way, and hopefully I can keep up with it for long enough. It's been like about a month or two since I've been doing better, since scale started to go down and I started to feel better. So I cracked the code, I can tell you that much. I cracked the code, but the discipline is a commitment every single time. Oh, and because of that, I made a mistake of thinking in my mind that, oh, I will, whoa, okay. Okay, I survived. But I made a mistake thinking, okay, I want to do Krav Maga, or I want to do calisthenics, or I want to do flexibility and mobility training when I am at X, Y, and Z weight. I wanted to be 200 pounds before I started Krav Maga because I figured I will be miserable because of how cardio intense and just like very movie Krav Maga is. So, but then I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll do it whenever I want to do it. And so now I'm doing it at 230 pounds. I started at 235 pounds, so I lost 5 pounds after starting Krav Maga. And what I noticed is what it does is it creates discipline, because when you have a class at least twice a week, you're kind of expected to show up, and then they push you. They tell you, keep going, keep breathing, keep running, keep hitting, keep doing things, like keep it up. They help you. So it's like an accountability partner, except for you don't have a partner, you have a coach. So I should have went to Krav Maga earlier when I was heavier, and that would have been a lot more helpful. Flexibility, same thing. It's not that difficult, it's not that hard, and I am still overweight, and I'm glad that I started when I did, and not when I was 200 pounds or whatever I was planning to be. It was so stupid. Time, you can argue that I joined Krav Maga when I felt ready for Krav Maga. Like, I thought I might be ready only at 200 pounds and not any earlier than that, but I felt like I could possibly like join one class or two and see how it goes at 230 pounds, 235, whatever. And I noticed that I can keep it up. The community is amazing. People that are working out there too are just very supportive and help you out a lot and very patient. So yeah, I mean, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. I guess it's all self-development, it's all self-evolution, and whenever you're ready, you're ready. Wait, I just got into my car just to confirm the proper information. I just told you that I joined Krav Maga when I was at 235 pounds. I joined in the beginning of January, and in the beginning of January 2nd, I was at 239 pounds. Yeah, I literally lost like 9 pounds basically in a month. Wait, there's no way this is real. But now, a couple days ago, I guess, I was at 231.3. Ah! No way. I should have joined Krav Maga earlier, that's for sure. If anything else, this is a sign for you to start doing things that you want to do without waiting for a specific weight or measurements or anything like that, because you might be surprised how much it can help you. I had no idea that I lost like 8 pounds basically in a month doing Krav Maga. And working out, of course, too. Like, of course. Just to complete today's video, I'm just gonna show you I have burned 900 and some calories, exercised 130 minutes, steps 8,000 with some change distance for miles. And for exercise, well, I began with jump roping, then I did training, and then flexibility, and then I hiked for 2.5 miles. So basically, these calories are all active calories. If I go here, it's gonna tell you active calories versus total calories. Yep, that was a busy day, but you know what? I'm still ready for it. And guess what? Like, I've been working out quite intensely the last couple of weeks, so we'll keep going. February, here I come.